Hello everyone. So you can see on the screen the topic that I have brought for you, and this is an important topic for the students who are going to appear in IPMAT examination. So be it like your beginning or you are just going to appear in the test this year only, so it is going to be very fruitful video for you guys, right? So stay till the end of the video and definitely you are going to get the strategy exactly how to score 99.99 percentile in IPMAT VARC section. And not only me, even the subjects, the experts like maths or reasoning, they would be providing their strategies how to get 99.99 percentile in their subjects too. So after me you will have other videos too, so you don't have to forget the videos, and you have to go through them. You have to analyze exactly the kind of strategy you have to follow to get an edge over your subject. So let's begin without wasting time. So here you can see on the board the topic that we are going to deal today, right? As you know, there are three major subjects in our IPMAT examination. One is quants, second is VARC, and third is reasoning, logical reasoning. Now if you have the right strategy, if you have made your right mental setup, and if you know exactly how to cope with the difficulties and your mental pressure, so definitely you are going to get through this examination, right? So let's begin with how to score 99.99 percentile in IPMAT VARC section. So students, let me tell you, 99.99 percentile, although I should have written like 100 percentile, but I just put it 99.99 percentile so that you could be in a fix like why it's 99.99 percentile. Because when students have a discussion with me, so I simply say if you are between like 99 or 100 or something, so you are at very good position. But when you are between 99 and 100, then you are at the very best position. So that's why I'm just taking only 99.99 percentile. If we are going to get this particular percentile, then definitely we are going to get a very good IIM for your IPMAT examinations. So definitely if a student is aspiring to get through IIM, he eyes for Indore first, then he goes for Rohtak, then he goes for other IIMs that are that make you get through other examination like JIPMAT and other tests, right? But definitely I should encourage you to go through Indore, because that is the best institution for your 5 years integrated program. Okay, so scoring a 99.99 percentile in the VARC section is in IPMAT requires a focused and consistent strategy centered around extensive reading, rigorous practice, and meticulous analysis. So there are three major points if you want to score 99.99 percentile in VARC section. So there are three main points that I circled: reading, rigorous practice, and meticulous analysis. It means you have to be a very avid reader, right? Why reading is very important and it plays a crucial role in your VARC section. You have reading comprehension passages that is absolutely based on reading, and if you have parajumbles, that is also on the basis of your reading. So if you read well and if you comprehend, if you understand exactly what you're reading, so definitely you are going to get the answers. And if you're not able to understand exactly what you're reading, so how you're going to answer? It means it does not come suddenly, right? It comes after a proper habit. You have to maintain such a habit where every day you have to read something, be it literary, non-literary, anything, but you have to read it. So how you should develop that reading habit? Let's talk about that. Right. So what are the strategy for getting an edge in VARC? It includes your reading habits and all. So scoring a top percentile in VARC is not just proficiency in English, but a deep intellectual engagement with diverse text and the ability to think critically. As I was talking about the importance of reading for your examination, so it is all about how diverse your reading is. Every day you read the newspaper. If you see, the same kind of news every day you get, political, right? Or maybe you are going through, business pages or sports, but you have to come out of that too. You have to make your reading diverse. You have to read literary text, non-literary texts, right? So if you're not having this particular reading habit, diverse reading habit, so maybe the passage that is going to be asked in your test, right, is not in your comfort zone. And once the passage is out of your zone, you will face problem, you will face difficulty, then your pressure goes up. So better keep your reading habit diverse so that whatever topic is going to be asked, whatever passage, whatever theme, you feel comfortable. And this comfort you get when you have already the habit. You have been reading various kinds of genres. So if you have different reading, different kind of genres, and if you have got an edge at different topics, so you will feel easy that particular moment. So how you are going to develop this particular habit? Voracious means eager, one who is having kind of zeal to acquire more knowledge. So try to develop a voracious reading habits. This is non-negotiable. Why I write it non-negotiable? If you're not a good reader, so definitely you're not going to score well in RC section, right? So you have to develop this particular habit, voracity. Okay, you have to be voracious. So this is non-negotiable. Read widely from various genres like philosophy, economics, social sciences, natural sciences, and literature. But where to get? So you have various sources like editorials from the newspapers like the Hindu, the Indian Express, the Times of India. You have magazines and you have online articles like Aeon, alldaily.com, right? If you go through Aeon essays, free of cost, it's available. Simply you click on Google and you can get a lot of articles there of various genres. Just think, if you have good command over political issues, and maybe you face problem on philosophical issues or psychological issues, so try to read one or two articles of psychology and philosophy. Slowly and gradually you will see you have started understanding different articles related to psychology or philosophy. Many students, what I find, are easy when they have particular set of topics, but the moment they get various topics that they are not used to, then they face problem. They don't understand the context of the passage, they don't understand the vocabulary, right? They do not understand like what the author is trying to say, because it's a very complex idea. The terms that are there, the phrases, they are not used to. So you have to become used to, and you can be only through reading. So if you have diverse reading habits, you are apt at everything, right? And after you have developed a voracious reading habit, what is next? Focus on comprehension, not just speed. It means you don't have to show that you are very fast reader. No, you have to comprehend exactly what is the context, right? You have to understand what is the crux. You have to understand what is the gist of the entire passage. You don't have to show that you read very fast and very quickly. Sometimes you find the people who speak very fast are not very good speaker. Sometimes you find the very good speakers speak slow. So speaking and speaking effectively is different. So reading fast and reading while understanding the context is very different. Okay. So the goal is to understand the main idea, the main tone, the underlying arguments of the passage, not just to read quickly. So our focus should not be on reading fast. Rather, our focus should be to understand exactly what are the underlying arguments, what the passage is trying to say, what the author is trying to say. If you are able to understand the intent of the author, you will be around the answers, whatever questions are going to be asked in your RC passages, right? So keep this particular thing in mind. You don't have to read just to show that you are very good at reading because you read fast. No, you have to understand the context, what is written in the passage. And if you are able to understand the context of the passage, so where are the answers then? Whatever answers you are going to give, they must be from the context. If you are able to understand the context clearly, you are going to get the answers clearly. What are the strategies for getting an edge in VARC? Right. So master question types. If you have developed good habit of reading, so now you need to master question types. अब भाई आपकी रीडिंग भी अच्छी हो गई, आपकी वोकैबुलरी भी स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली अच्छी हो गई, तो अब ये समझने की जरूरत है कि व्हाट काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड. हमें तो कई बार क्या होता है, आपकी मैथ्स बहुत अच्छी है बट आपको वो मैथ्स टाइम एक्यूरेसी ये उस पर आपको एज गेन करना है जो आपके एग्जाम में पूछा जाएगा. आपकी इंग्लिश बहुत अच्छी है, यू राइट वेल, यू स्पीक वेल, बट द काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड उस पर मास्टर बनना है आपको. सो practice inference based questions, author's argument analysis and tone identification. For verbal ability, sections like para jumbles, para summaries and odd sentence out, understand the logic connecting sentences. Up here, after you have got an edge over reading, so you have to understand the VA section as well. In VA, you have para jumbles, you have para summaries, you have odd one out, your odd sentence out. So here you don't have to read the context only, you don't have to understand the context only, you have to see what are the connecting measures, what are the connecting ways, how to establish a coherent order of the para jumbles. If 4 or 5 sentences are given, what should be the beginning statement? Now here your understanding of language will help you. If you know exactly how to read well, you know exactly which statement should come first, which statement sounds like conclusion, which statement sounds like argument. It is also coming out of your reading. So if you have got good habit of reading, it is going to help you in your VA section as well, be it para jumble, para summary or odd sentence out. Build an error log. After every practice session or mock test, meticulously analyze your mistakes. A best student is not one who thinks I have to top. A best student is one who, after every failure, after every mistake, he analyzes exactly where I committed mistake, so that next time he should commit new mistake, but he should not repeat the old mistake. So you have to stop repeating the old mistakes, and it will happen only when you are rigorously analyzing your mistakes, previous mistakes, right? Identify whether the error was due to a conceptual misunderstanding or a lack of focus or a time management issue. So if you are a very good competitive student, you have to build an error log. If you are able to build your error log, you are going to work upon your mistakes and definitely you will not repeat the mistakes. Okay. Next point is, what should we do as our daily and weekly plan, right? Consistency is more effective than a sporadic burst of intense study. Sporadic mean that is not consistent. So consistency is a key to success. अब एक दिन आप बहुत पढ़ लेते हो, दूसरे दिन आप बहुत थोड़ा पढ़ते हो, तीसरे दिन आप बिल्कुल भी नहीं पढ़ते हो, इससे बेहतर आप थोड़ा थोड़ा रोज पढ़िए, right? Because nothing happens quickly and suddenly, right? It's a process. So what you have to do daily? Dedicate 1 to 2 hours to extensive reading from diverse sources, as we have already discussed. Practice at least 1 to 2 reading comprehension passages and 5 to 10 verbal ability questions with a strict time limit, right? See, you can get a lot of sources, online, offline. So there is no dearth of resources. You can refer to anything, but try to read at least 1 or 2 reading comprehension passages every day. Try to solve the questions, try to analyze your mistakes and all. And if you're solving 5 to 10 verbal ability questions, be it error detections or odd one out or para summary, it means you are analyzing your practice daily. Then learn and revise mocks and self-made diary to improve vocabulary and word meaning skills. Why these are important? Because if you are a competitive student and every day you are dedicated some time to your one subject, if I'm talking about VARC, 1 hour or 2 hours something, and if you're analyzing your mistakes and all, if you're analyzing your mock and all, So every day, if you're dedicating bit of time for a particular subject, then definitely 4 to 5 hours or 6 hours you are dedicating towards all the 3 subjects. So you will build such a habit that will definitely contribute to your success, right? अब what should be a weekly plan? ये तो हो गया चलो डेली प्लान कि भाई डेली 1-2 घंटे हमें देना अपने सब्जेक्ट पे, वीआरसी सेक्शन पे, वेयर कम से कम आपको रिगरस रीडिंग करनी है, कुछ क्वेश्चंस आपको वीए सेक्शन के सॉल्व करने हैं, चाहे वो ग्रामर के हों या वो कैप के हों एंड ऑल. देन व्हाट शुड बी योर वीकली प्लान? टेक सेक्शनल टेस्ट टू गेज योर प्रोग्रेस एंड बिल्ड एग्जाम स्टैमिना. राइट, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. मैं तो कहूंगा कि इसके बाद सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि एवरी वीक एटलीस्ट ट्राई टू अपीयर इन वन mock where you can develop your habit of sitting for 2 hours, right, and that building your stamina for your test. If you are gauging your progress and you're building your stamina, so the final day, your final day mean your final test will feel like, yeah, it is same the way I have been doing, right? Attempt 1 to 2 full length mock test under real exam conditions, including full time constraints and specific sectional timings, right? अब specific sectional timings mean VARC का sectional timing, quants का and reasoning का, सबके अपने sectional timing के according full उतना ही time आप दो और देखो कि every week आप एक ही mock दो if not 2 and see are you able to cope with the timing, टाइम प्रेशर, एक्यूरेसी क्या आपकी बन पा रही है? नहीं बन पा रही है तो इसका मतलब अभी आपको उस पर काम करने की जरूरत है और फिर काम करो, राइट? आस्क अस, आस्क योर टीचर्स, आस्क एनीबडी हु कैन गाइड यू, राइट? सो डेफिनेटली यू हैव टू वर्क अपॉन दिस वीकली मॉक. इफ यू नॉट अपियरिंग इन मॉक एवरी वीक, you are not doing the right preparation, right? So every week you have to at least attempt one mock where you can analyze your progress report. Then what should be the strategy on that particular day, the final day that every student waits for? So prioritize accuracy. The difference between a 99th and a 99.99th percentile often comes down to accuracy and question selection. That particular time you have to see how accurate you are and how you are going to select your questions. Negative markings can significantly impact your score, so avoid blind guessing. Blind guessing नहीं करना है, right? Spare the question. अगर आपको लगता है बहुत आप श्योर नहीं हो, right? rather than कि आपको थोड़ा सा भी कन्विक्शन आ रहा है कि नहीं आई शुड अटेम्प्ट बट कहीं ये भी आ रहा मे बी गलत हो जाओ, तो बेहतर है आप ब्लाइंड अधेरेंस नहीं, अवॉइड कर दो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस. मैनेज टाइम इफेक्टिवली. अलोकेट टाइम स्ट्रिक्टली पर सेक्शन, बिकॉज हर सेक्शन का अपना एक टाइम है. क्विकली स्कैन ऑल क्वेश्चंस एंड अटेम्प्ट द इजी एंड मॉडरेट वंस इन द फर्स्ट पास टू बिल्ड मोमेंटम. बिकॉज जैसे इजी एंड मॉडरेट क्वेश्चंस आप अटेम्प्ट कर ले जाते हो, यू फील लाइक नाउ आई हैव done at least to some extent. Up I need to try the difficult one. Don't get emotionally attached to a difficult question. No emotions, only practical approach. Skip it and return later if time permits. Otherwise जाने दो. To be very frank. Then you need to stay calm. IPMAT is a test of mental strength and resource management under pressure. Trust your preparation and maintain a positive mindset. पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट का मतलब क्या है? अब मान लो आप लास्ट डे आपके आईपीमैट टेस्ट के दिन बैठे हो आप एग्जाम हॉल में और वहां पे आप कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन पे टेस्ट दे रहे हो, जो कि ऑनलाइन टेस्ट होगा आपका, तो आप अपना पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट के साथ बैठो कि मेरा जो भी बेस्ट है मैं दे रहा हूं अपना. कोई क्वेश्चन डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है स्किप कर जाओ, लिंगर ऑन होने की जरूरत नहीं है, राइट? जब तक कन्विक्शन बहुत सॉलिड नहीं है तब तक आप रिस्क मत लो. कोई वोकैब ऐसे लग रही है शायद इसकी मीनिंग ये है, लेकिन दो ऑप्शन में कंफ्यूजन है. अगर एक भी ऑप्शन में ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ इसमें क्लैरिटी ज्यादा, देन ओनली आप रिस्क लो, अदरवाइज स्किप करो, राइट? ये नहीं है कि आपको सारे क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट ही करके आने, नो, नॉट लाइक दैट. बाय कंबाइनिंग फाउंडेशनल रीडिंग हैबिट्स जो आज तक आप करके आए हो विद रिगरस analytical practice, you can build the skills and strategy necessary to achieve an exceptional percentile in IPMAT VARC section, right? Now, these were the habits, these were the strategy, and these were some ways that I wanted to share with you exactly how to get 99.99 percentile. And if you see, throughout my video, I have focused much upon your reading habits, because I personally believe if you do not have very good, strong habit of reading, you are not going to get an edge over BARC section. So डाइवर्सिफाई करो अपनी रीडिंग को, जितना डाइवर्सिफाई करोगे अपनी रीडिंग को ना, उतना ही मजा आएगा, क्योंकि पैसेजेस को एक पर्टिकुलर जॉनर से नहीं पूछे जाते. They may be from politics, they may be from social issues, they may be from ethical issues, they may be from AI and all आजकल जो relevant issues हैं. तो आप अपनी रीडिंग को डाइवर्सिफाई करो और एवरी वीक का अपना प्लान बनाओ, वीकली मॉक्स दो, एनालाइज करो, अपने मिस्टेक्स को एनालाइज करो. और अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको कोई स्टडी मटेरियल है, सच रिक्वायरमेंट है, आपको और कुछ स्ट्रैटेजी की जरूरत है, तो यू कैन राइट इन योर कमेंट बॉक्स. वी शैल डेफिनेटली प्रोवाइड आवर असिस्टेंस टू यू. सो एंड share this video among your friends who are going to appear in IPMAT or who have made up their mind to start their preparation for IPMAT. We are there to stand by them, right? Thank you for watching this video.